When I think about fashion, well, fashion to me is like something that's fashioned. We came up with Paul Pierce because it just sounded like Paul Pierce clothing, vintage clothing. It just sounded good, you know? And I figured Pierce because the word itself means to penetrate. And that's what pretty much we were doing with this clothing. We were penetrating the market. All this clothing from an abandoned factory. It was just coming out of nowhere, and it was just now circulating everywhere. Now we're expanding to Manhattan. We're expanding to all these other areas. People buying his clothes. We were eating up alive.
Well, he came out here and he found some clothes, and I had introduced to him how to profit from it.
It took me like maybe another week just to kind of like, you know, pounder on like what the hell am I gonna do with all these clothes? You know, there's like over like millions and millions of pieces of clothing in this place.
You know, this is all vintage clothing, which was like much more. I mean, you could just spend hours just like discovering all these things, and
it was like a shock to me. You know, I was like, wow, you know, this is not only a squat, this is a gold mine.
A lot of these things were like kept in perfect condition, like almost like they're in a time capsule.
At first, I didn't know what to do. You know, it was like all new to me. So I was walking down the street and I saw this. It was almost like miraculous. It was just like I saw Beacon's Closet. It says, "We buy, we sell clothes, vintage clothing." I started like bringing clothes every other day over there, and they started buying it. And I figured, hey, this beats you know, working at McDonald's or something.
Like when we all started, we were all basically homeless.
I was thinking, you know, there's no sense in like, you know, hoarding this to myself. You know, I figured, you know, I need some help. You know.
I moved out here to help with clothes.
And so suddenly we all started like, you know, taking clothes, started washing them, started drying them. You know, we got kind of like a system going or whatever. It got a point where we actually like, you know, stocked the whole place after a while, after like a year or so.
But they welcome me. I mean, you know, I'm one of them.
We actually started bonding and started bringing more people. And we figured, I said, hey, you know, let's start planning some stuff. You know, we don't know how long it's gonna last. Hey, let's take advantage of it. You know, seize the moment.
When I came in, it was just 2 other guys. So I guess about the first month, it was really just kind of the 3 of us.
One of my friends, he was like a fashion, like clothing designer guy. So, you know, we wanted to like actually take this to the next level where we had models, you know, dress in it and all that.
We had electricity, so we just cleaned it up a little bit, and it was actually nice, you know. And I found a gateway computer on the street, and I took it into work. So I had a whole like office set up
right on the water. It was beautiful.
I would see people all over Williamsburg, you know, wearing these clothing that I had personally like salvaged.
With all this clothing, we can open up like 10, 15 stores if we wanted to. You know, I mean, the sky's the limit. It's just having the vision and executing, you know, and having the right people with the willpower and bringing the mastermind group together to make it happen.
We might as well just take it and run with it, take it as far as we can take it. I think I got into it more than some of the other people, and I kind of got an idea. I had such, you know, I really had visions about that, you know. I ended up like hanging out all night and just kind of watching the flames. So, you know, because even after the fire happened, I saw all the destruction. It has to turn into something.
I didn't think much of it, you know. I mean, I'd have to see it to fucking believe it. When I saw it, I believed it, you know.
Of course, everybody assumed at first that it was, you know, arson.
Of course, anything that's, you know, burned down or destroyed, it's definitely a loss.
When he found out, you know, he got angry and almost broke a guitar over my head.
Maybe to some people it was a loss. Some people it was a game.
People really liked his clothes.
Like they liked the clothes. The clothes was good. It was what people were wanting, you know.
It's all good.
Yeah, so it was a real success. Unfortunately, no one got hurt, and that was good.
And the next day he showed up with a jug of wine and he said, nah, you know, I'm sorry about that. I was wrong.
I feel very, very optimistic about the future. You know, I feel this is just only stepping stones to the bigger picture. There's a very, very, very long future.
Please don't take my sunshine